What's up guys, in today's video I'm gonna show you a complete beginner's guide on the rings. If you're a beginner, I suggest that you watch this video because you will learn a lot on how to work out and how to use them. The first thing I'm gonna talk about guys is most people when they start training on the rings, they don't even know that turning the rings in or out, you can get more muscle recruitment when doing an exercise. In my case, this is gonna be the rows, and you can maximize the gains strength wise and muscle wise when you're performing that exercise that way, so you can get more out of each exercise that you do. So don't neglect the ring turnout. The next thing I want to talk about guys is when you fatigue, play with the leverages, use the levers, that way you can get more reps out. So if it's too hard, take a couple step back, get more vertical, rep out some more. And if you're a beast, and I mean it by that, when things get way easier for you, take a couple step forward, get more horizontal to the ground, and things should be way harder than they were previously. So one thing to know is play with the leverages, use the levers correctly, do a mechanical drop set when you fatigue, and ring turn out, ring turn in, that way you maximize the gains that you can do. Now we're gonna do some oh man, that was embarrassing. Jokes aside guys, you really need to work on your ring support before doing any kind of ring dips. So this is the ring support. You just want to hold yourself up there, arms straight, push down onto the rings, 3 sets of 20 to 30 reps, and when that becomes way too easy for you, you should be able to activate hard mode by doing that. Boom, ring turnout at the top. You should be shaking even more when doing them, but this will ensure that you are strong and stable enough to perform any ring dips that you do. And of course, you want to be mastering that movement, that way you can advance and progress even more. After you're done with the ring support guys, we're gonna talk about the ring dips. You wanna do them extremely slow. You wanna make sure that you're choosing the quality of your reps before the quantity, because most people don't even know this, but on the rings guys, things get way harder when you're a beginner. So don't expect to do a lot of reps when you're doing them, but after you're strong enough to perform 5-6 reps, you should be able to ring turn out at the top of the movement. That way you maximize the gains that you can make, and you make things harder for yourself, because why not torture ourselves even more when you were doing our workouts with the rings? Am I right? One thing to remember, ring support before trying to do any ring dips. That way you have a strong and stable foundation to start with. That way you won't be shaking as much, and only add the ring turnout on the dips when you're capable of doing them comfortably. Now we're gonna start talking about the push-ups on the rings. There is again 2 ways of performing them: the regular one, just like doing them on the ground, and the ring way of doing any kind of push-ups. So when you're performing a push-up on the ring, if you're strong enough, but you should be if you perform the ring turnout on the dips, you can add them to the push-up as well. That way you get more chest gains, more strength gains, more straight arm gains, and so on. But keep that in mind, if you're not that strong already, I suggest that you elevate the rings into the ring incline push-up and work your way gradually down, so you get stronger day by day, and you should be doing them just like I've showed you previously in that clip. So there isn't much to say about the push-up on the rings. You're gonna shake, you're gonna do the ring turnout if you're strong enough, but anyways, let's move on. Now let's talk about the dip replacement if you do not want to do it, but if you want another variation as well. The ring pike push-up is a great exercise to do. It will work your shoulders, your tricep, your traps, and so on, and will make sure that you have a strong and stable foundation to perform advanced exercise such as the ring handstand push-up one day. The setup is pretty simple. Straddle your feet when you're performing it, that way you're more stable. get most of your weight on your shoulders, and if you're not that strong, you can do a negative, drop your knees when you go down. That way you get stronger in reverse, and one day you should be performing them as well. So copy my form, guys. This is really important. Get most of your weight on the shoulders, go down slowly in between the rings, get straddle your feet to be more stable, but that's not required. You can have your feet into a pike position as well. But anyways, guys, this is it. And when you want to make things harder, you can get closer to the rings and get those rings closer to the ground. That way you performing them that way. And do not forget to add the ring turnout at the end if you want to make the most out of that exercise as well. So here it is, guys, the dip replacement. Now we're going to talk about the pull-ups, guys, my favorite exercise to do. But the pull-up and the chin-up both have their place into the workout that I'm gonna show you. Why? Because you're not gonna be doing them on the same day in the same workout. Both serve different purpose. One is to train more of your back, and one is adding the biceps to the equation. But what if I told you that you can perform that exercise in a different way? You can combine both exercises into one motion. Yeah, you're probably thinking the same as me right now. When you're performing the pull-up, boom, ring turnout at the top, and that's a chin-up at the top. So you can make more gains doing that exercise. But as a beginner, I suggest that you stick to the workout that I'm gonna show you right now, because you should be doing them when you are more intermediate to advanced on the rings, because you really want to have a strong and stable foundation already when you're gonna add that into your routine. So stick around, I'm gonna show you that real soon. But anyways, guys, let me know if you found this video useful, and be sure to drop a like, a comment, share it with your friends that need it, and even subscribe if you haven't already. That way I can provide more content for you. And there is an intermediate version of this video that should be coming soon, and of course you're gonna be seeing those kind of exercise in that. So if you want to see more of it, let me know. Now we're gonna talk about the workouts, guys, and why you should be doing them. We're gonna start with the workout A. It's gonna be consisting of ring dips. Again, we're gonna do 3 sets of 5, only 3 sets of 5, quality over quantity. If you cannot do 5 reps, do 4, 3, and so on. But this is just a general guideline for you. You're gonna be doing them slow. You don't do the ring turnout yet, you just do the regular ring dips. That way you get familiar with the movement. Next we have the pull-up, the regular pull-up, no ring turnout as well. You wanna get comfy on the rings. You want your hands to be familiar with the rings. You want everything to be just, you wanna be comfy on them. You want to get used to training with them, because we don't want to rush things as a beginner. That way you will stay injury free in the long run and progress even faster. After the pull-ups, you do the push-ups 3x5. All the exercise I'm gonna show you is gonna be 3x5. So do those exercises and rest 1 to 2 minutes in between each set. And we're gonna end with the rows. So it's gonna be dips, pull-ups, push-up, rows on the rings. On the rows you can do the ring turnout, because it shouldn't be that hard to add it. That way you get familiar with it as well. The workout B, guys, it's gonna be a little bit different, because instead of doing the dips, you're gonna do the pike push-ups. That way you train your shoulders, your triceps, and your traps a different way, and you get stronger in that motion as well. So we can perform other variation of that exercise, such as the ring handstand push-up. After that, we're gonna do some chin-up, and yes, this is some chin-up, not some pull-ups. So keep that in mind when you're doing that workout, that routine. This is not the pull-up. You wanna be doing the chin-up with the supinated grip. That way you involve your biceps more. And after that, guys, You should be doing some ring turnout incline push-up. That way you get familiar with the ring turnout, you progress even more when doing that motion, and you should be gradually working your way down until you should be doing some ring turnout push-up all the way up and all the way down. And after you're done with that exercise, guys, this is the same ending. We're gonna do the rows and again ring turnout on them as well. That way you get familiar with it, you get used to that motion and play with the leverages and the lever, and that way you can do a mechanical drop set and get more reps in if needed. And with that, guys, this is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and follow me on my social. I should be posting something new soon, and this is a little bit of the next video I'm gonna talk about for the intermediate, because I'm not forgetting the people that are already an intermediate in my eyes. So next time, guys, this was for the beginners and I'm gonna do one for you and so on. So peace out and bye, and be on the lookout and turn on the notification to not miss anything.